Hi, this is Ultraviolet Morgan. This is my first video, and I'm going to try to do a pick a card reading. And I think there's going to be 5 piles, so there's a good chance that the reading will be broken up into 2. Now I'm going to try to figure out how to do this. How can I prop? I'm using my phone, and the lighting is not the best. First, let me show you these cups that I got at a secondhand place that are just completely amazing. Okay, and I got them secondhand, and so I'm pretty sure there's a 4th to the set, but it was not available to me. Look at the top of this cup. So here's my hearts, and it's the Queen of Hearts, and I have a King of Diamonds, and of course, it's diamond shape. And this looks like Knight of Clubs. So, it's pretty amazing. I love it. Now, how can we set this up? I don't know how we're going to do this, because I need my hands in order to shuffle. And I think if I press stop, it will stop. I don't think I have a pause available to me. Maybe if I leave it like that. We'll see how this all turns out. I have, no idea if you can hear me. As I said, this is my very first video. So, the topic is, what does the next 2 weeks hold for me? And it's going to be a pick a card reading with multi-decks. And this is Wild Unknown. It's very popular. Okay, there's number 1. Whoops. 2, 3. 4 and 5. This is my Gilded Tarot. I've had it for, a very long time. It's actually in kind of rough shape. 2. Okay, 3. You can't see. The cards were flying right out of my hands. 4 and 5. I love doing multi-card multi-deck draws. I love the way, I feel like the cards speak to me just really well when they interact with each other from different decks, from other cards. I don't know why, it just seems to me that they clarify each other so very well. Everyone's different in the way that they read. So, I'm going to do 2 from this deck for the reason that I felt it. This deck here, this is the Mystic Mudra deck. This is a different kind of deck. It's got a lot of information. I don't really use it to its fullest, but it has sort of almost like affirmations on them that I really find also speak really well with the cards. The tarot cards in combination. Oh, gracious. I forgot. I also have these little topic things that are going to go underneath. Those are quotes. Various quotes. And I also have these amazing Work Your Light cards. Oracle cards. See if I can get that in there. Work Your Light. I'm going to use those. So, what we have here is a lengthy shuffling video. I guess I could have shuffled them out beforehand, but I suppose it gives me more time to discuss. And I'm sure that if I don't, somebody will post timestamps so you can skip all this if you want to. These cards are so beautiful. I just love them. And I also have my Divine Feminine cards. There's the book that goes with that. And, well, it's pretty much the same. The case is the same as the book. I find these to be very loving and affirming, motherly. Not always gentle. Not always gentle. If you want to see my messy shuffling, rather than look at nothing, okay, so here's a Divine Feminine card for each pile, and then, alright, now those are done. I'm going to label my piles. Pile 1 is going to be this really pretty blue and white-ish stone. I really don't think it's anything special. It's just, I got it at the mall. But it makes me think of sort of snowflakes or leaves. And also the color makes me think of mint, like just a cool mint. It's just a cool minty stone. So there's my blue stone. I have this small pink rose quartz, of course. It's a rose quartz, and it's my small rose quartz. And I have this white snow quartz, or there's different names for it. So it's white, and it looks like a little snowball. So another cool one. And then for some heat, I've got this crystal, the citrine crystal. It looks like a little acorn to me. And this large rose quartz, large raw piece of rose quartz. So got the tumbled rose quartz and the raw rose quartz. And I'm going to bring this over. All this time I've been staring at the ceiling, maybe, I don't know. So here it is. Now we're at 9 minutes and 30 seconds, and I haven't even gotten to a reading. So number 1 is our blue stone. 2 is our tumbled rose quartz. 3 is our snow quartz. 4 is our citrine, and this is baked citrine, which is actually amethyst, I believe. big to look like citrine. So it has some qualities of amethyst and some of citrine. And the raw rose quartz is number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So hopefully that's given everyone enough time to look over the selections, choose what they want. They've seen me shuffle and deal. No trickery. I love this. I need more. I need more of these. Raw pieces of rose quartz. My first modern stone, in the last few years when I got back into crystals, was a rose quartz. I just love the energy that I felt from it. And it was just a very, very small one. And I even started dreaming about them and wanting to have more of them. This one is a very light pink, and I don't even know if you can see the pink. It doesn't look pink on camera. I don't know if anything will bring the pink out of it. For the camera, it does not look pink, but it is. It is a rose quartz, just a very light one. And then this one here is white. So maybe if you look at these two together, you can see the pink and the white. So last call. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna have to do some scooching. Take number 5, number 4, number 3, oops, take that note, number 2, I'm going to move number 2 over here, it's, whose note is missing, okay, so, number 1, the blue, cool, wintry stone. Amaterasu, the goddess of light. Okay, I don't know. Working on it. Alright. And warrior woman, if you weren't afraid, what would you do? This is reading for the next 2 weeks. Time. Child's pose. I see my inner child and know it is an important part of me. Very interesting. Knight of Swords. Oh, we've got some warrior energy. Oh, and the Knight of Rods. Okay, we've got a lot of warrior energy. The Four of Wands. And the Father of Wands. So I'm just going to look over that for a minute. I'm going to put this here. Just take a moment to reflect. The first thing I see is swords. 3 swords. And I also have 2 knights. So, as I said, a lot of warrior energy, but swords also have to do with your words and your thoughts. So, I'm thinking that this is going to be a period of where it's going to be important to watch, pay attention to your words, and pay attention to your thoughts. and choose the words that are going to be empowering. And I feel like, these are good, positive, empowering cards. We've got Knight of Swords. We've got, if you weren't afraid, what would you do? So, I think that this next 2-week period is a time to move forward with your dreams and your goals and the things that you maybe are afraid to take on. The things that when they come up, you dismiss them almost immediately and just push them out of your head without even giving them much thought. And just you don't even say to yourself, I can't do that. You just don't. You just think it immediately and dismiss. So slow that down. Slow your roll on that one. And when a thought comes into your head that you just immediately want to dismiss, back up, pick it up, and ask yourself, is it really impossible? Maybe it's not impossible. Maybe I'm just afraid. Maybe if I wasn't afraid, I could do amazing things with this thought. Maybe I could, really get myself into an amazing place, right where I want to be. Maybe that's not as impossible as I thought it was. We've got some father energy and some knight energy, and we've got this woman warrior doing impossible things. There's a song in the play of Cinderella where she says impossible things are happening every day. That is my feeling from this reading right now, is impossible things are happening every day. And I'm going to look at what my quote is for this. Talk about what you love and bring your love to you. So, yeah, I'm feeling like knights and rods are rushing forward, okay? Rods are hot, fiery energy, and we've got rods here too. And Amaterasu, she is the goddess of the sun, and she went into hiding, and she had to be tricked out. She had to be tricked to peek out. They held a mirror up so that when she opened the door, she would see her own brilliance. Because she was hiding from the world, and hiding from herself, and she didn't know her own brilliance, and she didn't know her own power. And this is what I get all over this, is knowing yourself and shining your light, knowing your power, not being afraid to act on what you want. My inner child, I see my inner child and know it is an important part of me. So in the next week, look to your inner child. Look to your childhood dreams, the things that you thought you could do before you knew better than to be afraid. And don't hide your light. And, look for what you love. Look for what you loved as a child, or what makes this innocent part of you that's a child still. That's not clogged up by what you're supposed to want, but what you really love, and go after it. Go right after it with all the strength and courage and bravery, and believe in the impossible, and bring it to you. Talk about what you love and bring your love to you. So that is the reading for number 1 for the 2 weeks ahead. Is do not hide your light and do not be afraid, and go right after what you love, and I believe that you will get it if you just take take a hold and go forward and believe in the impossible. And I'm going to do, this is 20 minutes, so I am going to stop now, and part 2 will be the next video.